March 7th, 2020. This is my first time going to an orchid show. This is the Tampa Bay Orchid Society. And the first thing I noticed when I entered wasn't all the flowers, but the smell. I had no idea that it would smell so strong. It was like being in the perfume section at the mall or a store, but very different because this is like raw flower smell. There wasn't too much I was looking for, and the first thing I did was walk around and film. So before I even looked around for shopping, I just decided to start checking things out and filming for the channel to show you guys. Unfortunately, I didn't run into anybody that I knew. I was hoping for that, but if you see yourself in this video, let me know. Being that I got here rather early in the morning, they opened at 10, and I think I got here at 11 or 11:30. This was the mad rush when everyone arrives to buy everything. All the best stuff goes out first. The main thing I was thrilled was to find this little section of supplies. I'll come back to this later. There were just so many people here. I have been to plant sales before, and I always love pulling lots of plants inside of little carts and wagons. Back to all the cool pots and supplies that they had here. I really love this black Paphiopedilum. I mostly filmed the orchids that were on display in the show for competition. I didn't film so much of the vendors because, well, I was browsing or buying stuff at the time. This is a neat, weird looking flower there. And I thought that Chris might like these greenish looking ones. Long, dangly Paphiopedilums. I really like this red path. So neat. This whole section of paths was really interesting to me. There's the yellow one. I like yellow. I love yellow and orange flowers. Now, this guy was really cool. I was pretty impressed. I took some still photos of this one and the ones next to it. Yeah, these two guys here. Definitely would love to have some of these in my collection. I also really like these dark pink Phalaenopsis. I like the ones that are white with big pink or purple blotches. The dark pink like that, fluorescent pinks, yellows, and orange. I didn't know what half of this stuff was. I'm really actually not an orchid person, but I did come here hoping to find a few orchids that I'm looking for. And I was hoping that they would have other kinds of plants, but I didn't see anything else. It's interesting they had this place where they would mount orchids for you, although I wouldn't pay because I can just mount them myself for free. But I guess some people don't want to do it themselves. And I had to come back once the crowds thinned out a bit and I can actually see all the neat pots. And these are something, I didn't pick these up, but I do want to get some of these at some point. These are orange orchids that I really like. They're called Surf Song. And they were a good price, I think, but I was cheap and I didn't want to get them. So I held off on that. I do want to get some eventually. Here's a little slideshow of some of the ones. Here's that black Paphiopedilum again. I just like black flowers. Orange and yellow or black. I thought this was neat because it had a little bit of green and then the purple. And here's those green ones again for Chris. Close-up of that white and reddish path that was so neat. That was in the show. And once again, another black flower. I think the black ones are cool. And the dark pink. And this was just a neat little car display that had like an old Model T side view of it. And I realized that a lot of people had big cameras. This is a great place to come and practice your macro photography on nice flowers. I like the hood ornament. See, and here are those things again that these would be great for me to hang my Nepenthes from. Okay, now we're outside, and as I was getting ready to leave, I noticed that this canal was so close to the building. I thought this was beautiful. The tide was out, though. This is the Hillsborough River. There's a heron in the background if you spot him fishing in the shallows. So this is the haul from the Tampa Bay Orchid Society show today. It's too bad I didn't run into anybody that I knew. I was hoping I might meet other people that have YouTube channels, but nope, it was just me today. So let's get started here. First off, the non-living things. I bought 2 net pots, 2 big ones, the 6 inches and 4 inches. And I bought a bunch of bumblebee clips. Now you guys might know that I follow Doug Chamberlain's channel on Hoyas, and he uses these bee clips and says that they're really good because even though I like the look of the dragonfly clips, they do squeeze plants way too hard. I agree with that. It's a shame. But these are really hard to find, and they're supposed to be much better for Hoyas. Okay, so I got, as I mentioned in the video, I am a fan of orange or yellow flowers. And though I didn't get that, what was it, Surf Song, I did get this other unnamed one that's cheaper, and it's orangey looking. And it has 2 flower spikes, and I think it's pretty nice, and they're yellow on the back, so it's like I get my orange and yellow together. Although, you guys know turquoise is my favorite color. As you see, everything in my room and my car and everything is blue. But of course, it's a very rare color in nature. So, as far as flowers go, I actually like orange coral colors and yellow flowers. So I got this little mini phal. And I've been wanting them because I used to have a bunch that were rescued from Lowe's, and well then, let's just say there was a disaster and I lost all but one, and now they're really hard to find if you go to the big box stores. So I'm trying to replace all the ones that I lost. And this is a start. I love the color with the ones, it's kind of like my big one that I have. Let me get that. Yeah, this one. This is the one Chris got me for Valentine's Day. So it kind of looks like that. And I know, Todd, that you hate these colors, but, well, I like them. So, not quite, but similar. So now it's like I have a small version of that. And these two will be repotted as they're in those terrible, terrible little plastic pots that, yeah, these are awful. It's funny that when I bought the little one, or was it the big one, they told me that they gave me the bad advice about the ice cubes. That's just a terrible idea, that these are tropical plants. You don't put ice in tropical plants. Okay, and then after the show, I decided to go to the Oldsmar Flea Market, and I picked up 2 hoyas, and now I think I have all the varieties of hoyas that are out there. These look terrible. I don't know what, they've got hard water stains or something on the leaves. But this is the fuzzy, furry carrii. It's got very, very, well, with all this nasty stuff on the leaves, you can't even tell. Hopefully the next leaf that grows in, you'll be able to see it. I can't really see it. Maybe just a little bit here on the edge. But it's a light velvety feel, and the flowers are supposed to have a little bit of a fluff to them as well. But not a lot. And then I got what's called the reverse carrii, which, unlike my variegated one, it has the yellows in the center and the green is on the outside. And I was told that the more light it gets, the more pronounced that yellow in the center will become. So hopefully that'll work out. So that is today's haul